So this video is not anything about my car. I just wanted to throw some drone footage in there to have a little fun. This is a little update on the Odyssey project. LKQ. This is the same place I met my buddy to pick up the wheels for my car. Drives that Accord right there. We are here to pick up the new engine for the van. This will keep me occupied for the next couple weeks. No, certainly looks bigger on my garage floor. Oil filter. Thank you. I really haven't shot much of the process. It's just been a ton of work, and I'm trying to get it done as quick as possible, and haven't really documented much. I've got a couple little cute things when I was doing time lapses of my son coming out, bringing me ice cream and hanging out and helping me out. But for the most part, didn't document too much on this one.
Judy! Then now you are. Macy, say hi. It's the easiest job in the universe. Yes, it is. My daddy, you know what? My dad can't do it. You know that? It's cool, isn't it?
As you can see, I've got the new motor all mated up to the tranny. I've got everything plugged in as far as on the engine tranny wiring harness, all the way down to spark plugs and coils. I've got brand new timing belt, water pump, tensioner. All that stuff is brand new OEM. I had to end up putting a new trans mount on it. That was something I had to wait on. At this point, everything is hooked back up to the cradle, the subframe. I've got the van up in the air. I kind of went ahead and got the engine bay cleaned up pretty good. And my cherry picker here is hooked up to the front of the van. This is kind of sketchy. I do have jack stands under it as well, but that's as high as I can get the van with the jack stands. I've got two of the little small roller dollies from Harbor Freight. I've got two of those underneath this piece of plywood, and I'm using both of my jacks on all of that to support all of that weight and to be able to push that over underneath the van. But pretty much all I have to do is lift the van up a little higher, then push this entire assembly through the wheel well and lower the van down onto it. it gets a little tricky as far as mainly getting this steering column where it needs to go. Getting everything, all of these subframe bolts lined up. I also kind of wanted to do this to have video proof, future reference of when we put a motor in the van if we ever sell it. So this is a 72,000 mile motor from a wrecked van. I've got the VIN and everything for that van that this motor came out of. Our van has approximately 122,000. I'm just going to round up to 125,000 is when the 72,000 mile motor is being put in. That's new timing belt, water pump, tensioner. I'm using the same 6-speed Touring Elite original transmission. But yeah, once I get the cradle under the van, get the van lowered down to it, get it actually bolted into the van, then it's a matter of hooking up a ton of stuff, a ton more stuff. You know, you've got AC compressor to mount on, the power steering pump. I'm gonna have to go through and do all the fluids. I have to add power steering fluid. I'll have to put all new tranny fluid in, which it was due for its next little drain and fill service anyway. And then antifreeze. Got to use the blue Honda antifreeze. So seems like I spent almost $100 today just on fluids, and that does not include the engine oil and oil filter. I haven't bought those yet. Hopefully, either by the end of today or in the next couple days, I will have that engine and cradle at least mounted into the Odyssey. Let's hope I have better luck this time. This has been a pretty complicated swap compared to what I'm used to working on. It's a ton of work. This is my first cradle drop type of swap, which I'm not really a fan of. I'd rather do it the old school way and pull it from the motor mounts on the frame of the vehicle and be able to take it out the top. That wouldn't have been possible with this van anyway, just because this opening is so small. I'm struggling to keep up with work. Things are coming down the pipeline with work that I'm getting behind on. I've spent some late nights out here working on this, but hopefully we'll have it wrapped up here soon and I can get back to some cooler videos, something more exciting than a stock swap in a Honda minivan. Once again, this is just part 2, a follow-up of what I'm doing to our van, and also a little reference video. This is July 30th, 72,000 mile motor with a bunch of fresh parts going in our 2012 Odyssey. Thanks for tagging along.
Hey boy, I'm gonna take you to go see my toads. I don't have 2, so, and 1 tree frog, so, and I'm getting ready to go to Kevin and Jamie's and get some bullfrogs, yeah. Without killing them, eating them, we'll just catch them in the lakes. Catch the upside down. See, that's my big old toad box. You see a toad? Okay, good fuck. Toad, no toad. Dude, my toadie, you will kiss you. Dodgy's Billy, and then he's just cutie.